been 3 years to the day since I first set foot on my land here in Western Maine. Year 3 has been quite a bit different than the first 2 years, which makes sense because the first 2 years were really much more about bootstrapping my entire living situation, and that involved a ton of work and a ton of stress. This last year, I laid back a little bit more and tried to find a pace. Still, I did get some pretty good things accomplished. Let's have a look. A big part of this year was trying to improve my wood storage situation. The first step in doing that was attempting to clear an area to be able to put the wood. However, towards the middle of that project, I ended up throwing a track on my Mini, and that took quite a bit of time to fix. It was about a full month to be able to fix that. After I got that working again, I decided to put a pause on the storage area prep. I pivoted to taking care of a problem that had come up over the summer, which was excessive rain had finally made a bunch of weed and grass start growing around my area, and I wanted to get that cleared out. After that, I pivoted back to the wood storage project, and I decided to try to build a movable wood storage box. This was a fun project. I built it out of just stock lumber. And it came together pretty well, but the problem is it was just so heavy and not all that cheap either. It was time to pivot again, so I went back to finish the storage area by throwing some road pack on it and getting it all leveled out. After that, I decided to try IBC totes instead to be able to do my wood storage. I rented a big box moving truck and drove to Massachusetts to pick up 20 totes. I dropped them off in my space that I had prepared, and then it was time to prepare a couple to be able to actually store wood. That actually turned out to be pretty easy. Basically just cutting a section of the cage out to be able to put the wood in there, and then cutting the plastic bladder to make a top. Follow that by lots and lots of cutting and splitting of wood and filling up the totes. They came out great. I really think this wood storage system is going to work for me. Then it was time to get back to a project I had let linger for a long time, which was finishing my indoor shower. It's pretty simple. I really just needed to put up some shower curtain rods and shower curtains. The last project of the year I didn't have a whole lot of involvement in. I had a contractor install it, but it's been a big change out here, which is getting some power on my land. I'm really glad I decided to put power in the way that I did. It lets me be able to charge my car out here and occasionally run bigger electrical devices without making things too convenient. Let's talk about what I'd like to get accomplished in the next year. First off, I'd like year 4 to be about the same pace as year 3, meaning not killing myself. Now, there's only one time-sensitive project I have to get accomplished, which is upgrading the culverts that run alongside the road down my property. I'll talk more about the details of that during that particular video. Outside of that, the biggest thing I want to get accomplished is actually beginning to make progress on my long-term home. So here's what I'd like to get accomplished this next year in that particular way. I want to get the site design done. I'd like to get the land cleared, which means getting the trees cut and everything stumped and leveled and prepped for the foundation. And I would say a stretch goal would be to actually figure out the design of the house itself. That doesn't sound like much to say it, but that's actually quite a bit of work. And I would feel quite accomplished if I was able to get it all done in this next year.